Hello, I am Jenny Scott Washington, producer, host of Jennie Reflection, a program created with you, the viewers, in mind, with diverse guests on a variety of subjects. You too can reflect with us. Today, I'm very delighted to have with us Mr. Darnell Wright, very interesting gentleman. Children. Children learn what they live. If a child lives with criticism, he learns to condemn. If a child lives with hostility, he learns to fight. If a child lives with ridicule, he learns to be shy. If a child lives with shame, he learns to feel guilty. If a child lives with tolerance, he learns to be patient. If a child lives with encouragement, he learns confidence. If a child lives with praise, let me get it straight, he learns to appreciate. If a child lives with fairness, he learns justice. If a child lives with security, he learns to have faith. If a child lives with approval, he learns to like himself. If a child lives with acceptance and friendship, he learns to find love in this world. That's by Dorothy Law Noley in 1963. So reflect on that. What are we doing to our children? Are we really giving them the tools they can use in society? Or are these children just angry? Why do you think they're angry? Reflect on that. Are the parents out of the house? Are they looking for, I guess everybody's looking for love and appreciation. But these little minds started a very early childhood development. You hear people on talk shows and telling their story, and everything seemed to stem from early childhood. All this stuff happened to them. They might be 60, 70, 80 years old, still suffering. Think about that. Mr. Wright, thank you for coming on the show.
Glad to be here.
And the information you have. Now, Mr. Wright has this book, and this book I found very interesting. It's titled, The Third Level, From Civilized Animals to Becoming Human Beings. You explain that to us, Mr. Wright.
Well, I came up with the concept a long time ago. My father used to tell me, he said, "Boy, you got to start acting like a human being." And I had him explain it to me, and he said, "Well, there's two types of people in this world. There's actual human beings, and there's people that we're all animals, but we're civilized animals." So he came up with that concept.
The third level.
The third level, it's a level of behavior, and the third one has to do with 3. 3 is the number that makes it work primarily.
I know they would. It's kind of like what they call metaphysical.
Exactly.
Metaphysical, which they say is beyond the physical.
Right.
And what are some of the things that happen in 3s?
3s it's like 3 times 3 is 9. It's 9 months of childbirth. Our bodies are made of solid liquids and gases. We have protons, neutrons, and electrons. That's 3 in our bodies. And then we have a spiritual, the psyche, and the physical. So that's 3. then you have the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost. That's three. So,
And it seemed to me you mentioned something else about the three, that you said the body is made up of.
solid liquids and gases.
Okay. And, oh, here, infancy
Adolescence and adulthood.
and three.
Three.
And I know another metaphysical number, I think it's 1, 3, 7 is completion, 12, I think, and 40
Mm-hmm.
in the reading the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
When you said here, how to think, and thinkers in general,
Mm-hmm.
can you elaborate on that?
Thinking. I mean, you should think about everything that you attempt to do. You know, some people outthink themselves. Some people just, you know, they misstep in their thinking. So it is something that's critical, something important. I think you should think about it. I think you should really reflect on it and think about it before you attempt to do it, and think about the consequences.
Do you think the average person usually do this?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, a lot of people run on impulses, spontaneity, and stuff like that. But something that's critical. I mean, we live in a technological world where everything is coming to us. I mean, just at rapid rates, you know, and it doesn't give you really time to think. So.
How would you suggest someone to stop and think about what they're doing? Especially, I always go back to the youth. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
what would you tell them to
I would tell
help
them.
them think before acting?
I would say think about the consequences. I mean, everything you do, there's a reaction to it. That's the cause and effect. So you have to think about the consequences, especially if it's negative or positive. You know, there's consequences with everything.
What would you suggest that if someone is being guided, like quite often people will follow because they don't want to make their friend feel bad,
Mhm.
or what is a suggestion for that person to get a better hold of it?
Well, I think friendship, friendship, the word friendship is it's a very powerful word. Mm-hmm. And most prejudice and comes out of loyalty. You know, you may see a person that may participate in something that's